Most kingdoms do not collapse when enemies attack, they collapse long before that. When division enters the throne, when wisdom becomes pride, when leadership becomes burden, when worship becomes imitation, and what finally breaks the nation was usually invisible long before it became visible. The Book of 1 Kings is not just the story of Israel dividing, it is the anatomy of how every system fractures from within. Welcome to Mysterious Encounters. Today we continue the code of Scripture, and tonight's ancient file carries a warning hidden beneath crowns, temples, and prophets. Because 1 Kings is not merely political history, it is a blueprint showing what happens when a people lose spiritual center while pretending everything is still intact. At first, the kingdom appears stronger than ever. Solomon sits on the throne. Wisdom fills his mouth. Gold fills the treasury. The temple stands complete to the outside eye. This looks like success, but Scripture quietly inserts a detail many overlook. The same king who built the temple also multiplied alliances, foreign loyalties, and idols. This is the first fracture, because systems often look strongest right before internal compromise begins to spread. The appearance of order can hide the birth of collapse. After Solomon dies, his son Rehoboam inherits the throne, and the people come with one request: lighten the burden your father placed on us. Give us relief, give us breath. But instead of hearing them, the throne answers with pressure. Rehoboam declares, "My father made your yoke heavy. I will make it heavier." And in that moment, Scripture reveals one of history's oldest patterns. When leadership loses humility, it governs by force, not guidance, not stewardship, burden. And burden always breeds separation. This is where the hidden code becomes impossible to ignore. Jeroboam takes the northern tribes, but he fears something. He fears that if the people continue returning to Jerusalem, their hearts may reconnect with the original center. So he does something extraordinary. He creates alternate worship locations. And in those places, he sets up golden calves. He does not remove religion. He redesigns it. He keeps the language of worship while changing the object of devotion. This is counterfeit spirituality, a system designed not to free souls, but to manage populations. And suddenly 1 King stops feeling ancient, because history keeps repeating the same architecture, new altars, same captivity. Now the kingdom is split, same bloodline, same covenant history, same inherited identity, but 2 different allegiances, 2 different centers, 2 different truths competing for loyalty. Outwardly, it is still called one people. Inwardly, it is severed, and this may be the deepest warning hidden in the text. Division does not begin when people physically separate. It begins when they no longer kneel before the same center. That is when a civilization starts speaking the same language, but living inside different realities. This is why 1 King still matters, because modern systems operate the same way. Heavy burdens, proud leadership, manufactured altars, counterfeit worship, divided populations convinced they still belong to one whole. We are surrounded by structures that appear stable, yet feel spiritually severed, and like ancient Israel, many do not realize the fracture until the split is irreversible. 1 Kings was never just about a kingdom, it was about a pattern, a throne that stopped listening, a people redirected toward imitation, a nation maintaining appearance while losing center. And Scripture's warning remains unchanged. What divides externally usually fractured internally first. So the real question is not how kingdoms fall. The real question is, how long were they already broken before anyone admitted it? This was Code of Scripture, 1 Kings, the split kingdom code. And the deeper we go into Scripture, the less ancient it begins to feel.